our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the roof open, and we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett. On first down, Betts. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
On third down, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run here for starts. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night.
And a loose football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On 2nd down now, Betts. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Brissett now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run the counter. Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The throw right sideline here is complete. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Going to give this time to the tailback. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after one. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Off the bootleg. Whalen nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Whalen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This is Starks. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Starks. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
70, Indy. 53, check 53. Stop your body.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Burrell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Ready.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whalen, open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get that quarterback.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. This is Starks to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. To throw on 3rd down, Hagan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On third down, Burrell. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Hagan. Throw left side, complete to Moss. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Throwing on first down. Hagan. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This time they stay on the ground, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coach. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they had so far, the field goal. On second down now. Starks looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on third and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run the counter. Burrell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Looking to throw. Whalen. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Whalen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Off the bootleg, Whalen. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Whalen. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Back to throw. Hagan, he finds Taylor, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second and long. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
Ready. 53, Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go.
On first down, Whalen. And it's complete to Mitchell. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Burrell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Burrell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Burrell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Whalen. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go.
They'll run it with Williams. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Williams will try again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Operating from the gun, Whalen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. Hagan sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Back to throw. Hagan escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Off play action. Whalen. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. But defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Let's go. 10 over. Check 53. Watch the slant. Shoot. Let's go.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Whalen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I got 86.
To throw again. Whalen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, Whalen. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to make the play, Joejuan Williams. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Moss. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Hagan completes this one to start. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Starks. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They're running with Starks. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hagan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. Burrell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Burrell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.